Apparently another team has their eye on him, our dear friend from the Mets, Jacob Degrom. Check out the latest updates and rumors of Jacob Degrom from the Mets right after the vignette. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, a new team has entered the race for ace Jacob Degrom. According to league sources, the Tampa Bay Rays, true to their policy of practicing due diligence on all major free agents, even if they don't end up tied, have talked to Degrom's camp. Andy Martino reported. The Rays are the fourth known team to contact Degrom, along with the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, and the Texas Rangers. In addition, several other teams are said to have talked to Degrom. His market looks solid. Dear friends, please subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new notifications. By doing so, you value our efforts to keep the news going here on our channel. ESPN's Jeff Passan reported Wednesday that Degrom could sign next week. The Rays' appeal to Degrom may include the opportunity to pitch in his native Florida, a state that doesn't levy an income tax, as well as the chance to work with one of the best pitching coaches in the game, but other teams would almost certainly be willing to pay considerably more, spoke Ken Rosenthal. However, Martino reported on Tuesday the following sentence: I will say that I think this break in the Mets' favor a little bit. We haven't seen teams rise to the level that the Mets are willing to get to. What we said before, it's clearly 3 years. I don't think the Mets would go for it. But I think other teams, rightly, see Degrom as a big risk. I mean, he's not the Corey Kluber of a few years ago. But other teams see him a little bit in that category, like, hey, you take a flyer on him. Whereas he's very important to the Mets. They're going on 3 years, and nobody seems to be stepping up right now. So the confidence on the Mets' part in getting him definitely seems to be building. Rosenthal reported on Monday, the Mets have shown interest in Kodai, Senga, and Justin Verlander, but Degrom seems to be their focus. Rosenthal also reported that the Rangers are more confident in hitting left-handed reliever Carlos Rodon and possibly Japanese right-hander Kodai Senga than they are in signing Degrom or Verlander. This led Rosenthal to conclude that barring a surprise, perhaps no team will beat the Mets by Degrom. But it is almost certainly a mistake to assume that the Mets are betting against themselves. In particular, Rosenthal named the Los Angeles Dodgers, who could pitch the short-term, expensive deal that Degrom is seeking on the open market. See below for MLB's panel of experts to predict where the top free agents will sign, and for how much. Jacob Degrom. McDaniel, Texas Rangers, 4 years, $155 million. Math, decimals. Doolittle, Los Angeles Dodgers, 3 years, $120 million, with a mutual opt-out for the last season. Schoenfield, Rangers, 4 years, $160 million. Rogers, Atlanta Braves, 3 years, $125 million. Lee, Rangers, 4 years, $160 million. Olney, Rangers, 4 years, $150 million. Gonzalez, St. Louis Cardinals, 4 years, $150 million. Earlier this month, John Heyman of the New York Post and Jim Bowden of The Athletic speculated on the likely contract terms for the top free agents. Heyman, 3 years, $125 million. Bowden, 2 years, $90 million with cancellation after the first year. It doesn't stop there. The Yankees recently requested medical information on Degrom. Be aware that the Yankees are only the fourth team, including the Mets, known to express interest. The others are the Atlanta Braves and the Texas Rangers.